All right, guys, this has been a little bit of a process the past couple weeks. Just waiting to get some ideas from the wife, but this is our quail run that I'm going to be putting outside soon. This is a fresh pine lumber build. I did something a little bit more decorative for the yard for the wife. So what we did here was I put a nice handle on. This is a lid that opens up. Okay. Did a board and batten siding on the quail house itself. I'll probably end up staining a little bit more there. But this is all stained so that way when we go to put it outside, it's not going to rot out as quickly. I did a 1/2 by 1/2 hardware mesh on here. This is 4 foot. And I sealed up the back with the hardware mesh also. On the bottom, I used a chicken wire because that's going to get covered. And I'm going to put mulch in there for them to run around on and put some stuff for them to hide in. This side over here is going to be where they go to sleep at night. I'm probably going to end up putting a door on their door inside. You can see that. I'll probably put something in there that if we want to clean this out, we can lock them in there and then keep this shut. But I made this roof so that you can actually get in there to clean out the inside. I kind of made this predator proof because quail are pretty much at the bottom of the food chain. So that's why there is chicken wire and hardware mesh on the whole outside. It's all stapled on with 1/2 inch staples. I didn't go with 1/4 inch because 1/4 inch weren't holding well. These 1/2 inch staples, it takes a lot for me to get into it. But I did make this section here so we can clean out the inside of this. So just pick this up for you. So this is the inside. The metal roofing is attached. I have a hinge down there. As you can see, I have the chicken wire on the bottom of here also. I really don't want anything getting in here at all because quail, like I said, are on the bottom of the food chain. So everything is put together well. I put on the bottom a bunch of staples down there. I did stain the bottom too. It is galvanized coating. So even if I put it against the ground, it shouldn't rot away. It's too bad. I did leave an air vent here at the top. So whatever, stink is on the inside will come out. You can see the board and batten siding on the side. This is pine. And then you can see the front there again. But this is a 4 by 10 foot frame. And everything was built inside because I wanted to be able to use 2 foot or 4 foot material in between, so I'm not wasting anything. But you can see I even have hinges up here on the top. So I did make sure there was a little bit of a gap on both sides. When I did put the hardware mesh on, it did make it a little bit tighter, but the nice thing is once this is all set out, we'll be able to throw mulch in here, put in a little bit of ground cover. I will eventually add a watering system inside. And then the quail, I'll be able to pretty much open this up and won't have to do anything. Maybe I'll put it in an automatic feeder so I can just stand outside and it'll fill the feeder for them. And then it'll have an automatic waterer also like they have right now. Right now we have the Rent-A-Coop watering cups that when they're empty, they tip up and then they refill water and they tip back down. So we'll be able to be doing that here shortly. But I wanted to at least show you guys this. This is a simple little build that I did. But the nice thing about this is we'll be able to put a lot more quail in here and they'll probably lay more eggs and stuff in this because right now they're in an area that is not so nice. So the area they're in right now is next to the garage and the sunlight really doesn't get to it. And we're thinking that's part of the problem. They're not laying eggs as much and we would like them to be, but we're going to change the situation. So we're actually going to put this outside and just see how it goes. I will be happy to see how the quail go in this. Right now they're in a little 2x4x2 pen, so it's really small. Sorry about the light. And they're kind of secluded in that little spot and doesn't get much light. They get food and water, and it was just like the start of something till we did something better. So the better design, this is going to be kind of like a lawn ornament too. So I wanted to make it at least look kind of nice. But there you go. But yeah, this is 19 gauge hardware mesh. So this is pretty tough stuff. I did put a lot of staples in this. You really can't see it because of the way the hardware mesh is, but I used a 4-foot wide piece. I wanted it to look kind of decent. But I may do another one of these or something else for raising little peeps. We'll see, but I'm not exactly sure. I'd really like the way the board and batten turned out though on the inside. I was going to do more board and batten on this, but I'd really like how this looks on the outside. Gives it that rustic, you know, you can call it the Quail Run, the Quail Shed, you know, the Pretty Shack, whatever you want to call it. But excited to see how this goes. And this was leftover metal, and I only had white screws for the roof. But the nice thing is, that's a decent metal. So the only thing that I'm really worried about is the quail like it. That's about it. So other than that, everything else here, I'm excited to see how they adapt to this. It will be interesting. Man, my lights are just not, I don't know. They're too bright. Something's going on. I know 2 of them are half dead, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you can kind of see it's a nice little running area compared to what they had before. Before, they only had a 2-foot wide by 4-foot long section. So, I mean, or no, it's not even 2-foot wide. It's only, I think it's only 12 inches. So the 12-inch wide area, literally, that would be cutting this in half, and then it would only be this high all the way back, and that would be it. And then on top of it, it was only 4 foot long. So that is literally to this center post here. This is 51 inches because this isn't quite exactly a total of 10 foot in here, but it's a 10-foot space all the way to the end. But from here to the middle and back, I mean, this little section here is what they have now. So we're going to upgrade from this to all this. So yes, I am extremely excited about this. I'm excited to see how they do. We have been getting eggs, but if would like to hatch some out. So it would be really awesome to do that. We haven't hatched any chickens out yet. We don't have a rooster with our laying hens yet. But I really am excited to see how this goes. So if you guys have any questions, just comment down below and let me know what you think of this quail run. Maybe I will answer some questions on how much it costs to build this. I can't answer for the lumber though, because I mill that myself. So we'll see. But the really nice thing is, this is something I pride myself in being able to build my own stuff now. So this is one of those things. It was like, oh yeah, I'm going to build a quail run. And I was like, no, I'm going to do some actual, I did some dimensional stuff and made it underneath of a certain size because I wanted to be able to use a certain size hardware mesh and make everything right. So and I used a 4-foot hardware mesh. I wanted it to look unique and nice. So there's other ones on Pinterest and stuff, but this was just like a random build and I wanted to make it look nice. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I appreciate input. Anybody have any input on a feeder or a watering system? Like I said, I used the Rent-A-Coop watering systems, little cups that tilt. They have worked really good. I have that for my laying hens and they don't have a problem. So I would be really interested. I don't think there really is much other stuff out there. Quail. I mean, my wife does most of this, so I just get excited about builds. So I figured I'd show you guys this. So enjoy the rest of your day or evening or night or morning, whatever you're doing.